Hello, 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 beautiful people of YouTube. It is I, Matt, this StarCraft, and I am so sorry it's been so long since I've done any casts. Sadly, life tends to kind of grab you by the balls, so to speak, and just kind of drag you in the way it wants to be dragged, so I apologize for that. Now, I'm really looking forward to getting some up there now. I have a few really cool Mathis versus the Ladder games, primarily one that I'm looking forward to getting up there that I showed my friend recently, which is a me versus a Terran, and he used a lot of, well, almost like actually no, he did use exclusively Marines, and it's kind of me using Banelings and how powerful Banelings can be when the Terran doesn't really switch out. But that's neither here nor there. I'm very excited to have this replay going, especially since one of my favorite players of all time is playing. That is Liquid Huck as the blue Protoss. Yes, he is right here, and he should be a ton of fun to watch, as he always is. And we are going to be playing on Metalopolis here. And he's going to be playing against iMMVp, the Red Terran. Now, iMMVp doesn't really have any significant wins under his belt. He is part of Team Incredible Miracle, which is the IM part. He is a Korean player. He made the quarterfinals recently in one tournament. I can't remember what it was. And actually, I've been seeing more and more of him as the days go on. So I'm actually really psyched to see where he's going. He's very solid a Terran player. So it looks like there's some very friendly chatter going on, which is always good. I love friendly chatter between two players because they are in the same profession. And granted, contest is healthy and all, and rivalries are good, but you definitely want that positive atmosphere between two players. So we do have an early refinery dropping down with a barracks for iMMVp, and we do have a gateway dropping down over here. Not really walling off. You really don't see Protoss wall off against other Terrans. Typically, they'll just do it versus Zerg just because of the run by. Kamsa Hamnida. Sorry, I missed the conversation. I don't know what that means, but iMMVp is apparently very impressed. So I don't know what that means. But we are going to be scouting. They are going to be spawning close air positions on this map. Again, why I love this map so much, Metalopolis, is because of these alleyways. It really forces players to commit on the ground army assault if they decide to attack, and especially if they catch the army out of position. Say Huck is over here with his army and he's attacking. It allows, if he has air units, to just swing back here. If Huck didn't leave anything, to do some harassment, he'll be forced to retreat his army all the way back in such a long time. So he is going to be chrono boosting out warp gate technology. So we'll see where that goes. They always drop at least one chrono boost. I don't think he'll be going for any crazy 4-gate here, just because 4-gate isn't as effective. But if he continues to chrono boost, then maybe he is going for a 4-gate. But we'll see. We do have a Nexus dropping down. He is going expand. Sorry, I was like, wait a minute, Nexus, wait a minute. Let me check the Terran base, just in case any crazy Nexus is dropping in the Terran base. Good job, Mathis, good job. So we'd have a Nexus dropping down, so a very early expand build. One gateway into expand. This could pay off for him if he's able to defend it. Grabbing that second gas for that tech. Really still making sure this gets out really fast, because that warp gate's going to be essential for popping out defensive units. But we do have a stalker out. He's going to be dropping another gateway here. Is he going to get the kill? He is going to be chasing it down. Is he going to get the kill? Let's see if he is able to. That'll be actually really important in the early game if he's able to kill off a worker this early. If we take a look over here while he chases that down, yeah, I like this placement here. He's going to be doing a 1-1-1 build, and he is walled off, and he's probably only going to have seen the barracks if he scouted at all. Let's take a peek what he sees. Yeah, he only has seen the barracks, so he doesn't have any idea what's going on right now, or what's coming, and he has a tech lab dropping down, and he's going to be moving to Starport over there, so some Banshee play. He does have both gas, so Cloak Banshee is a high probability here with that double gas. Looks like he did lose that SCV out there, so he's going to be sending out another one to continue doing what he's doing. And he's got both two more gateways, this turning into a warp gate and a robo dropping. So he is doing 3-gate robo after the expand. So this is going to be very interesting. Yep, there is a cloak dropping down, and we do have Banshee, so very early cloak Banshee harass. So that'll be very fun to watch. I love Banshee harass. I hate it as a player, but it's such an effective harass. It forces your opponent to do things they don't want to do. Though he is going to have his robo facility down, chances are he'll have an observer out, but hopefully, I think MVP is hoping that he'll catch his observer out of place. And we're not sure. We'll see what happens. Definitely the first thing you always see out of a robo is definitely that observer, and there's the observer right now, and he's chrono boosting it out right now, I believe. Yeah, he's chrono boosting that out right now. He's getting that observer out as fast as he can. As he haven't rallied anywhere, just right over here. Almost like a 6th sense, just getting that observer up and running. And he does have a secret expansion. MVP really going for that sneaky play. And here's the Banshee. He's going to be spotted. Huck's like 6th sense kicking in. He already had his stalkers over here. I think he had these over here because he just didn't know what was going on. He was playing blind, so he played safe, expecting some sort of early air, knowing that they were very close air positions. This Banshee going to go straight over here, but not before he's able to warp in some stalkers to really stop that from happening. Cloak is just about to finish, but he's going to lose the... Yes, he loses the Banshee way before the... Oh, right as the Cloak finishes, rather. That's a huge loss, especially for MVP in this early game, since that's such a heavy investment. But Cloak is now done, so he's going to be able to use this second Banshee to effectiveness. But he's going to be pulling up his observer back. He was able to see it. And yes, there's the observer catching it before it's able to do anything at all. This is not good. He's going to lose the second Banshee. The Banshee harass and Banshee tech completely wasted for MVP. And that's gotta hurt, knowing that he was just called his bluff almost immediately, and just really knocking him down from that. That sucks for MVP. But he does have, now the observer is going to swing in here and just get a good scout. He did swap over, getting that siege tech immediately, realizing that this was kind of a bunch of minerals, but sadly he can't go back and turn back time. Grabbing his expansion. Again, Huck has no idea. Let's take a look. Huck has no idea about that expansion right now. So, as far as he knows, he hasn't expanded yet. He does have a few proxy pylons, some zealots, going to be doing some harassment here. Going to try and stop that from happening. I really like this move. If we scout over here, he is going to be using this right now, putting this in an orbital command. I'm curious, this is fully saturated, so building any more SCVs is going to be kind of pointless right now. Getting out a Marauder at the door. Siege Tech almost fully upgraded, so he's going to have a nice solid defense, but not before he decides he's going to make a huge push here, which could do so much damage. And since he doesn't really have much army other than this bunker, it'll be curious to see how he defends, especially now he's going to be flying his orbital over here. He's not going to see it. He's got an Immortal sitting out here, so this is going to be a little rough. And there he is. He's going to force field that siege tank, and those Marauders and Marines, they are going to be lost to the cause. No, he scoops them up. Great escape. I think he only lost 1 unit there, but not before he forces the run back, and he's going to do some significant damage here, bringing it into the yellow, but not setting it on fire. But he is going to make the push here, dropping that Guardian Shield. Here come a bunch of SCVs to just throw a repair on this bunker, and that's the great thing about Terrans. They can just repair all day long if they have the funds for it. He really needs to gun those SCVs down if he just thinks he's going to get through here, but instead I think he's gunning for the army. But that hero bunker is getting a ton down, but he is focusing down all those workers. If we look at the workers killed, he has killed 5 of them. He did take that bunker down. We're going to lose all those Marines. He's going to run up here with his stalkers, who don't have blink right now, so their mobility is a little limited, and that siege tank and those Marauders are going to prove a little too tough for him to do anything. But still, the damage was done. He took out a big chunk of the army. He knocked down those walls, bringing his supply count lower, his supply cap rather lower. And yeah, losing those units is a little detrimental, but luckily the siege tanks and Marauders are perfect against such a large number of stalkers here. He's going to bring some zealots in. I'm curious if he's going to push again. I think he's going to attempt it. He's going to poke up here probably with the zealot just to do some scouting. Oh no, he's just going to make the actual push right now, but at the high ground with those siege tanks is just going to do too much damage. And here he goes. He's going to start pushing right now. Is he going to gun down the Marauders? No, he focuses down the siege tank, and he needs to get another one, but this placement of this command center is awesome, but still not allowing him. And he did have the vision on the high ground with that observer, and now he's going to be pushing out with those 4, and he's going to lose one. Is he going to lose another one? No, he pushes back in time, but he is going to take out a free couple of SCVs, not able to grab them. And now he's got 2 pylons down here, so he's going to continue pushing. But all the while, if you look at the production tab, he is making SCVs up at his hidden expansion. If we take a peek while this fight is, I don't want to leave this fight. It's just kind of epic. I'm curious if he's going to be able to do anything with it. He is warping up on the high ground, which at this point is a little questionable, because he did lose 2 of them before they were even done. But I think it was just to keep vision up there in case he wanted to keep warping up, but he's not. He's going to get another one in there. Really just making him waste his time while he's able to just... And here come even more. It's all zealous, just continuing that harass. And here comes an Immortal, which is going to do a lot of damage right now to all that infantry. This push is doing way more damage than iMMVp wants it to be done right now. Continuing to fight. Immortal quickly brought down by those Marauders and Marines. Marines stimming up, and this SCVs even getting the fight now. Really need to take this push out. And now he can't. He's going to continue warping on the high ground because this observer right here. He needs to scan this observer and use his Marines to take it out because it's doing a lot of damage. And Huck's economy is able to sustain it right now, so with both expansions. And now he's going to be able to take out this pylon right here, but he's got a second pylon he's going to take out. And yes, he is going to take it out, and he's still going to have an observer here. There's this scan, finally taking that out. Now that observer is going to go down, so iMMVp really props to him for holding that off. That was a huge push. If we take a look at the units lost here, they are about even in the units killed, but Huck taking 24 worker kills. But if we take a look at, yeah, Huck is significantly ahead as far as probe count goes and worker count. But now he's looking like he's going to be doing a little bit of a counter drop and a counter push, or just moving on down here and dropping this expansion. So he gets this down. He's going to be 3 base versus 2 base since he was making SCVs during that entire fight. So still macroing like an amazing player that he is. Really solid player, and so he's able to just continue building that economy. Now Huck's going to wonder where all these units coming from. His economy should be destroyed. He shouldn't be able to produce this much, but I think this probe is going to... Where's it going? It's going to scout, but we do have I want to watch this drop here. Was fought off by sentries and immortals, not immortal stalkers, so wasn't able to do much, and Huck still has no idea that expansion's up there. And this third expansion is still building. It's got a while to go before anything happens with it. But the probe is going to scout, but completely ignoring this section right here. And that is where the base is. Really checking the more logical